Hey guys, welcome to Friday's Lunchtime Live. This is a beauty edition for you. And today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I went through that I'm sure some of you others may experience over the next few years. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it, make it an open discussion, and give you some tips and tasks and things that you can use to help yourself if you come across this. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about hair loss. So hair loss in women is pretty common, and it can happen for several different reasons over our lifetime. So for women who are older than 40, you may experience some hair loss, which is, hello, that is me. Also, women, if you just have babies, I didn't have that when I had my kids, but some women after having kids will lose a lot of hair. And then if you wear your hair tied back a lot, I do, which is, a problem. But if you wear your hair back a lot in tight ponytails or headbands like this, it can also cause some hair loss in the front here. And then also menopause. What a great thing to look forward to, right? That next stage of life can definitely mess with your hair with the thickness, the fullness, and lead to hair loss. So to show you a little bit about my journey, this picture was from 2020, I think it was, but I don't know if you can see here. If you'll see the top of my head, like my skull was showing through my bangs. And I've always had a large forehead, always had like the high hairline, but this for me was just too much. Like I could literally see my scalp. When looking face on, I could see my scalp through my hair. And I didn't notice, it didn't come out in clumps. It wasn't like I just woke up one day and was like that. Like it had to have gradually over time, but then I took that picture and I looked and I saw and I could see my head, my scalp back about here. And I knew that I was running into a problem. And when I started looking at what was going on with me, I came across these main causes, which I think a lot of women experience. So number one is vitamin deficiency can lead to hair loss. So that's like iron, vitamin C, and zinc are the big ones there. Restrictive diets. So I myself was on a very restricted diet. I was determined to lose weight and I tried everything. I was eating very little. I did keto. I did like low carbs, so not quite as, strict as keto. I did fasting where I only ate Tuesdays and Thursdays and then Sundays, and then I didn't eat the rest of the week. I tried so many things because I wanted to lose weight so bad and I just couldn't get the weight off. And so as a byproduct of that was where I experienced the hair loss. Also stress. Hello moms, do we experience stress every day? Yes, we do. And so a lot of that stress is really hard on our bodies. And so that wears on our skin, our nails, our hair, all of that. The other thing is protein restriction. So this is another one I was guilty of. So back in my bodybuilding days, which I'm gonna have to bring out those pictures and show you guys, but I was so accustomed to the high protein diet, protein shakes and chicken breasts and fish. I would eat like a chicken breast 3 times a day, insanely high amounts of protein. And then all of a sudden, when I got out of that, my protein levels just dropped tremendously and I was eating a lot more carbs and a lot less protein. And that really took a toll on my hair and my skin as well. So now you know what causes this stuff and what may be causing it for you. Now I'm going to tell you how to turn it all around. So there's a couple things you can do right now that are really easy to implement. First thing, which I never did, and I don't know if maybe other people do, but once I learned this, I was like, why have I not been doing this my whole life? And that is brushing your hair. Okay, so I did brush my hair, but let me explain. So a big paddle brush like this one, you can, and this is a boar bristle brush, so you can get down to the root and then scrape back on your scalp and then pull down through the ends of your hair. And when you do that, you're taking that sebum, which is that natural lubricant that's produced in your scalp, and you're spreading that through the strands of hair. So that helps hydrate them and provides that moisture for growth. And it also removes any buildup on the scalp to allow the follicle to grow. So brushing your hair with this type of brush nightly, and of course, in the morning, I'm sure everybody brushes their hair in the morning, but when you do this at night and you just get in there and then pull all the way down and just pull that right through your hair like that. That's gonna help bring healthy hair, healthy sebum to the hair, and then help increase your growth as well. So boar bristle brush, nice deep long strokes, and you're actually brushing your scalp. I was very bad for just brushing my hair and not really, you know, getting to the scalp and really brushing it and stirring up that sebum that's needed to nourish the hair. So that's one thing you can do right away. The second thing is to massage your scalp. So they make these little massagers like this. This one I broke it, so I can't really show you that. But those are inexpensive. I bought a 2-pack on Amazon. I'll put a link for that in the comments. And then in the shower, you just use that. It looks like this with the handle. And then you just use this and scrub your scalp. And that was one big mistake I was making. I would wash my hair and I would just kind of, you know, and done. I wasn't really moving the skin on my scalp and really massaging it. When you do that and you stir up that skin, you're increasing the blood flow. And all that added blood flow helps with the growth. So it's so important that you do that. Really massage the scalp like your hairdresser does. But if you're doing that every time you wash, you're gonna stimulate that hair growth. Okay, so lots of deep massage. Get those fingers, not your fingernails. You wanna use your finger, the pads of your fingertips, and really get in there and really massage deeply and stir up that scalp so that you get that added blood flow, okay? And the third thing, what kind of nutritionist would I be if I didn't talk about nutrition, right? So the third, and I would say the most important thing for hair growth in skin is what you eat. So some of the big things I want to talk about are some things that you can include into your diet today, right now. Number one, eggs. So I love eggs. Eggs are loaded with vitamins and minerals. They have a lot of biotin, specifically for the hair, and zinc, which is great for hair as well. And again, I raise my own hens, so I have my own eggs, and that way I know what they're eating. I know they're healthy, they're happy. I pet my chickens, I play with them. They all have names. They're all like our little family, and I feel like that emotion really goes into the food, and that love goes into the food as well. So we're loving them, they're loving us back with those eggs. So eggs are great for you. Another thing is leafy greens. Leafy greens are high in iron, vitamin D, and folate, which is a B vitamin, which is also great for your hair and skin. Fatty fish is excellent. Salmon is my favorite. I love salmon and spinach, so you put the leafy greens with the salmon, so good together. And they're high in B vitamins and vitamin D as well, which is great for weight loss. Vitamin D is huge, and most of us are deficient in it. Chia seeds, I love chia seeds as well. They're an essential fatty acid, lots of omega-3s there, and they're also high in protein and fiber. So they're a superfood. And pretty much any meal plan I ever create, I have chia seeds in it because they're just that good for you. Avocados, another big favorite of mine. Avocados are loaded with vitamin E. So they have 20% of your recommended daily allowance of vitamin E in an avocado. So important to include those. And of course, it's an essential fatty acid as well. Also, almonds and almond butter is great. Almonds have vitamin E, B, and zinc. Again, all 3 nutrients needed for excellent hair and skin. And they're super versatile too. I mean, almonds you can put on salads. They're a great snack, trail mix on the go. My kids love them. You can also use the almond butter. With apples is really good. That's my favorite. I like a sour grainy apple with some almond butter. And then like even on celery is really good. Or I'll stuff dates with them as like a sweet treat for my kids. That's really good. Red bell peppers is another big one. So lots of vitamin C, vitamin B6, and vitamin A, which is great for you. Shrimp is one of my go-to meal proteins because shrimp is so easy. I buy it frozen, already peeled and deveined, and wild caught, not farm fresh. scratch that, not farm fresh, wild caught. And then I buy it frozen, and then I can defrost, 6 or 12 or 18 of them quickly within a couple minutes in some hot water, and then I'll saute them in a pan. I love to saute them with some ghee and some garlic, and then they're great, on pasta, on salads. So versatile. So shrimp is awesome if you don't have an allergy. They're high in protein. They have lots of iron, as well as vitamin D and B and zinc. So all of the 3 big ones there. And then beans are great if you tolerate beans well. If you don't, you can soak them before you cook them. That'll help with the digestion. And then beans are loaded with fiber and protein. They're a great option for vegans or vegetarians. If you're avoiding meat, then beans are awesome for you. And lastly is red meat. I love red meat. Can't beat a great filet mignon. It's my favorite. But so they're obviously, red meat's high in protein, zinc, and vitamin B. So what do you notice is missing from that list of wonderful foods I just mentioned? What's missing is cakes, cupcakes, pretzels, processed food, Cheez-Its, cheese puffs, all that stuff. None of that is going to help you achieve your health. It's not going to help with your hair growth. It's not going to help your skin, and it's not going to help your waistline. So for me, I always say go back to basics. So food in its most natural form. And that's really how you're going to lose weight. That's really how you're going to get healthy. It's really how you're going to get your energy back, how you're going to get your youth back, how you're going to heal your skin, your hair. It's all connected. And so just going back to those basics, those whole, all natural foods are the number one thing you need to do to grow your hair, improve your skin, and lose weight easily. So I know I can't harp on that enough, but if you're interested in learning more about how to lose like 15 to 20 pounds in the next 90 days, then let me know. I'm going to attach my application video here in the comments. Check it out. We'll get you started right away, and then we'll see where you get 90 days from now, and you won't regret it. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Lunchtime Live. And before I go, I just wanted to mention how easy it is to put all of these new foods in your meal plan if you're not using them right now. A sample meal that can knock out, 4 of these things in one meal is a spring mix leafy green salad. So you want arugula, you want baby spinach in there, all of that radicchio, all that in there, and then top it with some shrimp sauteed in some ghee for that essential fatty acids there as well. Top with some red pepper and some almond slivers, and there you go. You have it. You have 4 of those main ingredients for hair growth in that one meal, and it's a fantastic, yummy meal. So I hope you guys try it. If you have any questions, if you've been through what I've been through, you've been through the hair loss and you're dealing with it right now, put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's make an open conversation for all of us. Being a woman isn't always easy, but having the support of this community is really for everyone. So I would love to hear from you and see if, like I said, if you are struggling with any of these things, and if you implement any of these tips, let me know. I want to hear from you. So I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I will see you next week, next Friday at noon for Lunchtime Live. Have a great one.